Welcome to the VIP Sports Kentucky Derby number 142 preview. My name is Mark Wright, and I'm a specialist here at VIP Sports. My boss is Steve Stevens, the world famous Steve Stevens, and we're bringing you a little preview of what you can expect for the Run for the Roses. Now, Nyquist has done nothing wrong in his career. He has raced 7 times and he has won 7 times. So you've got to ask yourself, is this horse real? Is this horse the next American Pharoah like last year's Triple Crown winner? It doesn't happen often, as we all know, but this horse could be that special. So we're going to examine whether the value is to play on him tomorrow or to try and find one of the other 19 horses to play against him. Nyquist starts from post 13. Like I said, he is unbeaten in 7 starts, and he has faced a few of the horses in the Kentucky Derby and beaten every one of them. The next horse we're going to look at is Exaggerator, who starts from post 11 and races for the brothers DeSormo, trainer Keith and jockey Kent DeSormo, who has won the Kentucky Derby in years past. Now, this horse romped to an off-track victory by 6 1/4 lengths in the Santa Anita Derby. He didn't go off as one of the favorites that day, and he was actually 7th by 16 lengths at the halfway point. But this horse really kicked it into gear, and to be honest with you, out of all the Kentucky Derby stake races leading up to it to be able to get into this field, visually to me, this was one of the most impressive races that I saw. Exaggerator really just sat back, got comfortable, and put it into gear, drew away by 6 1/4 lengths, and could have won by more. I've never seen the brothers DeSormo with smiles that big, and I know that they really believe they have a great chance to win the Kentucky Derby. You're in this business, there's so many people in the horse racing business, folks, that are in it their entire lives and have some very good horses, but to have horses to get to this level is very special. It doesn't happen often, and this could be your, story of the year. The brothers do it, the brothers go in there and win the Kentucky Derby. So Exaggerator is somebody you definitely have to consider. The question to ask yourself with this horse is, was it the slop that made him go and pull off that race? Because his previous lines were good, but nothing like the Santa Anita Derby, where it was an off track and he just absolutely demolished the field. So that's a question you got to ask yourself here. Is this horse a one-trick wonder on an off track, or was this horse just coming into form? You saw what he can do, and he's going to win the Run for the Roses on Saturday. Haman, who starts from post 14. He is one of the leading contenders to pull off the upset. The negative for Haman is that he faced Nyquist actually in the Florida Derby and actually went off as the 4-5 favorite against him. However, it was no match race between the two, as Nyquist went off to an easy victory and Haman finished 4th in a very lackluster race. Now the question is, are you willing to forgive that race? Because Haman went into the race 5 for 5 as well, and he just did have a dull race. Sometimes, folks, these horses are not machines, and sometimes they might not feel good that day. The footing, the turf or dirt might not be to their liking, and sometimes they just throw in a clunker. So you got to ask yourself, are you willing to put a little X through that race and see what he did before and go back on him? Or was that enough for you to see if Nyquist was just the better animal and toss Haman in for 2nd, 3rd, or even offer your ticket? The next horse we're going to look at is More Spirit, who starts from post 17. Now, More Spirit is trained by legendary trainer Bob Baffert. Bob Baffert was the trainer last year of American Pharoah, who went on to win the Triple Crown. Bob has won the Kentucky Derby 3 or 4 times. He's won all of the Triple Crown races, and he is one of the best trainers in history. His horse, More Spirit, actually was in the Santa Anita Derby with Exaggerator, the horse we just previewed, and More Spirit was the favorite. Now, More Spirit didn't race all that well. He came up 2nd. He did finish 2nd, but it was 6 1/4 lengths behind Exaggerator. So again, you got to go back to the footing and ask yourself, was it just a line where this horse didn't love the track? Did Exaggerator just like the mud that much more, and More Spirit did run a good race, but it was an off track? These are the questions you have to ask yourself. More Spirit has never been worse than 2nd in all 7 career tries. Now, to me, that's a horse who likes to get the job done. Some horses just have it in them. They know how to win, they know how to be there, and this horse appears to be one of them. He's a pure closer in the race, so another question you're going to have to look at the form and see, is there enough speed to set it up for this? Or in a race where there doesn't look like there's a lot of speed, you don't know what some of these trainers and jockeys are planning. When they don't say there's a lot of speed in a race, they might decide, hey, our best shot today is to send this horse. Our horse is trained well, he does show some good works out of the gate, and maybe we'll take the chance today to send this horse. That's really what More Spirit's going to need. He's going to need an honest pace up front or a very fast pace up front. If he gets it, You know Bob Baffert's horses come to the racetrack ready, and More Spirit could be a horse making noise down the lane. You will not hear from this horse early, but you may hear from him late. The next horse we're going to preview is Creator, who goes from post 3. Creator has had a lot of chances to get wins under his belt. He recently stretched out to 1 1/8 in the Arkansas Derby and won going away. This horse, again, is another pure closer, and if the race sets up for a closer, we should be hearing his name late as well. But if you can go on and bet your strategy on, yes, I think it's going to be a fast pace, this is definitely a horse you want to use. If you don't think the pace is going to set up that fast, it may be a horse that you want to toss. We're going to talk about Sudden Breaking News, who comes from post 2. This horse is yet another pure closer. The interesting thing about this horse is he seemed to improve almost every race. His buyers have gone up almost every single race. It's regressed a couple of points here or there, but this horse seems to be a horse who has been getting better and better. That is very key when you're going into the Kentucky Derby. You want to see these horses improve. They're younger horses, they're still learning on the track, and when you see somebody getting better and better, usually that means still good things are to come. They always do have that bounce, and who knows, that could happen, but I like the trend that I see on this horse. He finished second last start to Creator. If this horse can get an honest pace again in front of him, really look out. And this horse, folks, is 20-1 morning line. So if you're somebody who likes to play the long shots, looking for somebody to come flying down the stretch at the very end of the race, Sudden Breaking News very well may be one of the best candidates. I personally think he's worth a few bucks across the board. He has 8 career starts with 3 wins in 4 seconds. So 7 out of 8 times, Sudden Breaking News has been first or second. If you're looking for a price, again, this guy may be a great contender. The smartest call you can make, people, is to VIP Sports Las Vegas. Call 877-220-6540 and ask us for our horse department. We have our own horse department here in-house. It'll be the smartest call you made, as we are going to make you money. So don't forget, make sure you call either today or tomorrow morning, ask for the horse department, and we'll put you on a winner on Derby Day. That's it for the preview here, folks. I'm Mark Wright. I hope this helped you out a little bit. Good luck. Hope you enjoyed Kentucky Derby 142. Spend it with family and friends. And the most important part, make some money and call my boss, Steve Stevens. He will definitely get you paid.